don't know what's wrong with me. I'm tired. I'm lazy. I'm just like, nah. I don't wanna exercise anymore. I don't wanna be in perimenopause. I don't wanna be bleeding and spotting all the time. I don't wanna get older. I don't wanna. Hi Janet, hi guys. I'm dying for attention. Yes. And you are dying for attention, no? By writing something like that? Can you at least give me like 5 minutes before you start attacking? You're dying for attention, yet very hypocritical for you to say. When people say that, you know, you're dying for attention. Well, what does that mean for you when you write that? You know what I mean? It means that you are also looking for attention. And unfortunately, there must be some sort of jealousy because I'm here with the platform and you are just a lonely old person. Yes. Yes. Hello in Croatia. Hi Martz, how are you? I ran some errands yesterday. I came home and I was just like, I'm done. Checked out. Binged a 5-star weekend. Cute. I have like, I think, one more episode left. 5-star weekend with Jennifer Gardner. Really cute. Very cute, very cute. Yard work? Yeah. I get it. I do something in my yard every day to stay up on it. I have to, or else I would suffocate. Berry happy TGIF. Be a berry, eat berries. You know what I mean? Eat berries and be happy. Hi, Sam. So if you haven't watched 5-star weekend, I suggest you do that. It's cute. It's on Peacock. Peacock? Peacock? Never mind. Anyway, and that's it. I am it's Friday. I'm meeting a friend for lunch. I want to go, there's this new place I've never eaten at. It's called Mendocino Farms. It's like a farm to fork type of a place. And they open one up here in the Grove, you know, the Elk Grove. So, Sarah, I motivate you? I hope so. If you don't find me funny, at least I can say, get the hell up and move. So we're going to go eat. It's like a salad sandwich place. I heard their salads are amazeballs. So we're going to go and get salads today. Say hi. You know, catch up. She's an old friend. Like we were dance moms back in the day when our kids, a really good sandwich. We were dance moms, Hannah and her daughter, Jenna. They were 2 when we met. So we've known each other for 23 years. 23 years. Isn't that crazy? And so, you know, we got in a very habit. We got in a really bad habit of not seeing. We were doing things like, as the kids got older, and we would go and once a month, birthdays, and then it became just birthdays, and then it became, we try to do birthdays. And so that's what we're doing today. So I'm excited. I've always wanted to try it. And then it's date night, our last date night, because next week Dan won't be home. Dan leaves for Washington, D.C. on Monday and doesn't come back till late Friday night. Yes. Oh, so excited. It's going to be a tough week, long week. So anyway, that's my jive and nothing else going on. Just looking at wedding stuff and sending things to Hannah to kind of get her juices flowing for decoration. You know, I have visions, right? So I already have everything decorated in my head. I see something and I can place things here and I know what goes where, you know, and I can do those things. So I'm trying to like show her. She didn't get the vision. She didn't get the vision. So I have to do it. Lives on Monday and Wednesday. I don't know, Mr. Jingle. I'm going to see how I'm feeling. That's not how a 20-plus-year-old brain works. In what way? 20 plus, I don't know. So I'm all alone dealing with Ed. So it just depends on how I'm feeling, how the night's going, if I'm frustrated, if I'm irritated, if I'm mad, if I'm sad. I don't know. I'm not planning anything. I'll plan on my normal morning routines, but I ain't planning on after evening. Because sometimes I just don't feel like it, you know? And with no help, I never know what kind of mood I'm going to be in. Yesterday, just even running around got me so tired. When I go and, get my nails done, it knocks me out. Like, I just get in a trance and I just relax, and then it kind of screws me off for the rest of the day. So I came home about 3:30. Dan, we had some concerns about Ed. So we had the nurses come to test him for a UTI. And because he wanted to make sure before he leaves if he has one. And things get more complicated, right? Because, yay, Lil, it's hard to see, I'll show you when. I have French, but they're pink and yellow tips with polka dots. I don't know if you can tell yet. So, anyway. So I came home and I was just dead, I was just like, I'm tired. And it was hot. It was a hot day yesterday. And that's it. Sure, I just got mine done, Sammy. I'll go with you. So, yeah, that was it. Binged that show, fell asleep about 9:30. Is the UTI clear? No, I think he's got a UTI. And not really much signs other than cloudy urine. And this is what happens, right? It's the next phase because we aren't going to the bathroom, number 2, in the toilet, right? So it presents more issues for the UTI when fecal matter gets in the diaper and goes into areas in which, I don't have to explain that to you, right? So this next phase is going to be really difficult to stay on top. I have a feeling it's going to happen more and more. So we're going to have to kind of try to notice the signs. And we did. We started noticing the signs a couple days ago. I was like, damn, we got to watch his urine. It looks really cloudy. And cloudy urine can be different things. But we caught it, right? We caught it. So UTIs are very dangerous. Yes, Craig, they are. Coming from a 35-year-old. Nilani, I've been doing this forever. So I've been running since I was really young. So I can't tell you. I didn't start this up as an older woman. I've done this for a long time. I heard, yes, UK is having a heat wave. I know a lot of people are. Midwest is. We have been very mild for Sacramento. It is starting to pick up a little bit hotter heat. And I've realized, even though it was like high 90s yesterday, my tolerance for heat has gone really super low. Heat used to never bother me, but it bothers me now, extremely. So this is going to be an interesting summer. What else is going on? I was irritated yesterday. Dan had bought, remember I was going on about those Walgreens diapers. Do not buy Walgreens diapers. The diapers with the side tabs. I don't know about the pull-ups, but don't do it. Adult diapers, that is. I bought it. Dan bought it. Bought 2 big things. I needed a small bag just to get me through a couple of days. CVS didn't have them until my Walmart order came in. And anyway, so I was like, I'm returning these. These are shitty. So anyway, I returned them to a different Walgreens because I just happened to be in the area, you know, of another Walgreens, literally a couple miles down the road from the one Dan bought it at. So I literally, and he's like, well, why did you come here? Why are you returning these here? What do you mean, why am I returning? I'm like, what? He's like, well, how come you didn't go to the other store to return them? And I said, well, because I'm in the neighborhood of this store. That's why. What? Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. It's a chain. I'm sorry I'm putting you out that you have to put in a code or something. But what does it matter why I came here? It shouldn't matter. That guy, I was like, what the hell? Still with me today. I feel like going back and being like, you know, that was rude, dude. Older man, I don't know if he was the assistant manager or manager or something, but he was cranky as all get out. Why are you here? Why are you bringing him here? Because I didn't want to go fucking 5 miles out of the road, out of my way. Shit. People. You know? People. Rude. Anyway, that's not how you treat a customer. You know what I mean? What else is going on? Not much. I made myself a big egg bowl last night for dinner. I had leftover ground beef, so I made Grandpa a big burrito. Got me an egg bowl. I had the worst gas. The worst gas ever. I can't fuck Walgreens. If any people work for Walgreens, your chain sucks. Everything's super expensive. CVS is too, but I like CVS better. They seem to have more deals. And your people were cranky yesterday. So I don't know what happened, but I had the worst gas. Oh, is that why, Tracy? Because I fucked him up. I don't fucking care. I've never been a Walgreens person, and so, you know, it's hit or miss, right? You have CVS people and you have Walgreens people. But we were desperate, so anyway, thank you for the gifts. Remember, tap, 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 tap on the TikTok, on the YouTube, double tap your screen to get those numbers up. I miss Rite Aid. Me too. I loved me some Rite Aid. I used to get my umbrellas there for the sun, my backyard. They used to have the best shit for the outside. I loved Walgreens, Rite Aid, I mean. God, loved it. I'm with you. I used to get the best shit there for my yard. I still have an old bar, you know, that plastic winter shit that I got from Rite Aid. It was like clearance out to like $49.99 or something. I got it. Oh my God, I love that shit. Anyway, fuck Walgreens. Fuck Walgreens. Fuck this run. This fucking run sucks. I feel it. My body's hurting for some reason. Couldn't be my fibromyalgia. My fibro, I must be getting my internal organs don't even know what to do. My women parts. They're like, are we having a period? Are we not? Are we going to spot? I spotted for 2 days, 3 days. Yesterday was nothing. And today I had some good old clots in the toilet. Great. Clots. What are those? I had to turn on the light because I needed to make sure something didn't come out of my bum, you know. Clots. Poop. So, my body hurts. My body hurts. I feel really tired. My body feels really worn down. Too much info. Sorry, DJ. You must be a man. Men are like, oh. Ugh. No man wants to hear clots out of the vagina, Danielle. Nor do they want to hear you have bad gas. Sorry, DJ Soul. You know that's normal, right? We women do the same shit you do. I mean, I hope you're not passing clots through your urethra. Because if you did, bruh, go get it checked. But, the Pix is the lady who's stealing Dion's videos. Ugh. People are lame, you know. People are lame. They want to make it off of other people, you know. shit. So my body's just going through it. I wish, yes, Faye, I wish just it would say, you know, girl, I'm done. We're done. I ain't fucking with you anymore. But she's betraying me, Faye. You're getting betrayed. I'm getting betrayed. We're all getting betrayed. 2,000 views on that video. I was thinking about peeing standing up. You gotta be careful. My stream isn't straight. I peed in the shower yesterday, and that's how I know. Yes, I peed in the shower. Sorry, I hit the drain. I don't pee all around it and mark my territory, but sometimes all of a sudden I get the urge to pee. I'm not gonna dry off and go to the toilet. So I know, Faye, it's half and half, right? Some people do it, some people think it's disgusting. I don't care, because I'm the one who cleans it, or my housekeepers, you know. It goes down. It's not like it stays in a corner and marinates. And pee's sterile, so whatever. Maybe it'll help with Dan's toenail fungus. He doesn't have toenail fungus. But that's how I know I couldn't pee standing up. My stream is crazy. My screen, I mean, have you ever seen a shower head that gets like clogged up? My pee, like hits one stream, goes one way, the other one's spread out. I got like a clogged up shower head down there. I can't keep it straight. So I don't think I could pee standing up. It would go everywhere. Hover, you mean? Hover? I mean, yeah, I guess I can hover. But why? My legs hurt. Girl, I am trying to work harder to urinate than I already have to by walking into the bathroom and sitting down and getting back up. I'm getting ready to install either some sort of seat mechanism that can, you know, help me stand up, you know, like those recliners, you know, you can push a button and it pushes you up. Or I need some handlebars on the side to help me get up. Do you know some days I'm just like, I feel drunk. And y'all know I haven't drank in like going on 6 weeks. So you know I ain't drunk. But some days, like yesterday, I was so tired. I was like, damn, I can barely walk to the toilet. I didn't want to get up. That's when a catheter would be really nice. Or those sheet cups. What are those sheet cups? I need to buy me one just in case I don't want to get up, you know. Just to lay in bed, put it on my vagina and pee. I don't think you can sit down and use it though. But I think we need to try one of those pee cups, the sheet cups. You know, that would be nice, convenient. We don't have to, you know, get up and go to the bathroom. Give me a minute, I'm just peeing. No, I'm not. Don't watch. You know, I'm trying to make life easier for myself. Especially when I'm just tired. Dag nabbit, I was tired yesterday. And you know what sucks is when you're that tired, you know, you have to still care for somebody. Fuck. And I was thinking, that's what I was thinking yesterday. I was thinking, you know, if there wasn't an Ed, I could literally just sit here and not have to worry about a goddamn thing. You know what I mean? I wouldn't have to get up. I wouldn't have to worry about teeth, fucking medication to take. I wouldn't have to worry about changing. I wouldn't have to worry about, you know, shit. It's tough when you're tired. It's tough. And the minute I lie down, I'm fucked. This medication has me so tired. So if I lay down for a long period of time, or like sit down like with my nails, I'm done. Like, I can't get my groove back. Danny's groove is not coming back. So yesterday I'm like, just let me rest for a little bit. Dan was with the nurses, and I was like, I just gotta sit down. I can't make it the rest of the night if I can't. And then I was fucked. That was it. I know better. That's what y'all like sit down and watch a movie. Y'all, if I sit down and watch a movie, I ain't getting back up. You know? So all you people who don't have old people to take care of, or just people to take care of, enjoy that when you're that tired or sick. You don't have to get the fuck up, you know? Oh, sorry, Faye. So you know if you know. It's tiring shit. That responsibility, you know, weighs on me. And then I have Dan, I mean, I could always ask, I'm only in a mile. Fuck this shit today. Your girl's failing right before your eyes. She is not well today. God, I kept waiting. I see a 1. I kept waiting for it to change to a 2. It wasn't changing. And then I realized I wasn't that far into the 1. Fuck this shit. Why am I pushing myself? I don't feel it today. I'm dead. Fuck. This is the thing about getting older. You gotta recognize when you're fucked. You know, take it easy. I'm done. Tap, 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 tap. You guys on the TikTok, that's right. You gotta keep tapping, show your love that way. Just tap the screen while you're watching. I appreciate it. It helps me, you know. Gifts also help, but not everybody can gift, and that's okay. So just tap. That's love. Are you Southern? Yes, I was born in Nashville, Tennessee. My family still lives there. Abso-fucking-lutely. I am from the South. And when I talked to my aunt yesterday, I picked it up really quick again. As you can see, it just comes and goes. More specifically, when I'm spicy, I like to be Southern when I'm spicy because I feel like, you know, there's no other way. Getting old sucks. Alabama. I'm wearing an Alabama shirt. We're rivals. But my friend from like 5 years ago sent this to me, a follower, Renee. And so she was one of the first people, actually. Renee, if you're watching, and I know she's here sporadically, or I don't know if she's here every day. She's one of the first people that ever sent me a present. So I think I will always remember her because of that. And I was like, oh my God. And this girl hooked me up. She had, I mean, it was the biggest box. I think it cost her like $80 to send. She had so much stuff in it. It was like, there was prizes after prizes after prizes after prizes in it. I was like, oh my God, this is so cool. What? Why? You know? That was at the beginning. And I don't even know if I was doing anything by myself yet, but I see her occasionally saying hi. So Renee, if you hear this, I love girl. That was so fun. You know, it was really weird to get started in the social media thing, you know, because people sent you gifts or they sent you, you know, things on, yeah, it was crazy. And it was really hard for me. You know, it's still hard for me when people are like, hey, I'll help you out. You know, a lot of my skits that I do, my skits just embellishing on my life and my stress, like with the stamps yesterday. And I have people who would totally step up to the plate and send me shit. It makes me feel uncomfortable, you know. And by no means when I'm joking about shit like that do I expect people to send me things. That's not my intention at all. I'm just de-stressing. That's my way to distress, is to talk about, you know, everything, because it stresses me the fuck out and it allows me to release. I know, Lynette. I know. Movement is just good just by itself. So I'm moving. I'm not running. I just can't. I'm tired. So anyway, this was a hard thing for me, is learning how to stop, learning how to listen to my body instead of pushing. My back, my hips kind of hurting, my upper kind of hip area. I bought stamps yesterday. I did. I bought them. I bought some stamps yesterday. I bought 400 stamps yesterday. So I'm done. Hannah already noticed it, so she said, Mom, we got to buy them. So I bought them. Little by little, you know. I mean, that's what's going to happen, is little things we're going to acquire throughout the time, because that's what we got to do. We got 345 days till wedding. Where's Celeste with my countdown? 345 days till the wedding. Yesterday, she told me it was 346, and I about blocked her because it seems like it's going to be here before you know it. So I'm trying to stay ahead of the game instead of behind, because, you know, you don't want all that shit piling up at the last minute. Yes, Dan. Okay, I heard you.
He's already more alert. Like, you know, he was sleeping, he was just exhausted before, and now he's up. He got up, he's walking pretty good.
I mean, Dan needs attention too, apparently. Yeah. So anyway, yeah, we're trying. I'm just trying. There's a lot on my mind. There's a lot of things that I like to be ahead of the game, because I don't want shit to pile up at the end. Hi, Laura. Now I'm walking. You're not that late because I'm tired. I'm just trying to listen to my body. I just can't. And I knew it today too. I felt it. Ugh, I hate feeling like this. Hi, Laura. How are you? Danielle, are there any way we can send your daughter a wedding gift or a gift card to send to her? Yes. So when I told Hannah too, I'm like, I'm going to have to let my people know because people are going to want to help, you know, or give you a gift or whatever. So when they register, once all that goes, we still have 11 months. This just happened. So when we get the wedding registry up and going, you will have the choice to leave cash or buy a gift. So as soon as that's up, I'll tag it until, you know, for as long as you guys need. Because I know a lot of people have sent me messages and say, hey, I would love to give your daughter a gift. We're not there yet. So I'll let y'all know once it's up and going. Yes, I'll let you guys know. Because I know everybody just likes to show their love and appreciation. And I'm sure Justin and Hannah will love anything, you know, that people do out of their norm, you know. Venue for the bridal shower. She's having a bridal shower. She's doing two bridal showers. She'll do one for her friends in San Diego and one here. They want it at a house. Justin's had some friends that have gotten married and they did the bridal shower at the house, and it was a cool vibe. So it'll be at my house probably or his house, and we'll just cater it and be done with it. So that will be nice. That's one thing already off the plate. I don't have to worry about oh, your granddaughter loved Millie Pig. Thank you. You guys keep tapping on TikTok. You're being slow. Also, don't forget about the Millie Pig Love books. I forgot to call Christy yesterday, even after I reminded myself. She also got taken away. So we both fucked up, but we got to get this grief book out. So we got a couple more things hopefully today. Was yesterday a good day? It was a tiring day for me. I got a lot of shit done that I need to do, but I was tired. I'm just tired. And I think it's because my body doesn't know what it's doing right now. You ordered your little girl a book too. I love it. Thank you for the support. Tap, 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 tap on the TikTok. You guys, we're a little behind on the likes on YouTube. So, so that's it. Just, you're going to be hearing a lot of wedding stuff. I did take a video of the grounds. So I will, because they're probably going to get, some attention. They did not take anything off the menu price, but they did throw in some extras for the wedding. So we get the drape upgrade. Woo! we got the drape upgrade. We got a bubble exit, and we have, I believe, an earlier entrance to the property, which is like 2 hours earlier, which isn't everything costs, right? For anything, everything's a la carte. We got a photo booth. So because, I was trying to push the creator thing, that's what they gave us. So Hannah was like, that's cool. So she was excited with the things that we got. So probably about like $5,000 worth of upgrades, Indoor, outdoor. It's barn. It's like a rustic barn themed wedding. So there's a lot of places on that. So the whole property is ours on the day. So we're going to utilize a lot of those areas. So she's excited. Hannah's excited. She's feeling a little overwhelmed, which is normal, right? She's very organized, so she wants everything done. And she's got a lot of people helping her. So that'll also, I'm trying to get her to say, Mom, you do free reign of the decoration. Because then that's one more thing. But she hasn't gone there yet. Mom, I trust you. I haven't gotten that yet. So we were talking about Grandpa yesterday. I was like, oh my God, Grandpa's still alive. He's going to be at the wedding. She's like, it's going to be so cute. We'll have to get him in a suit. We'll have to buy Grandpa's suit. Oh my God. I was like, yeah. I said, he's going to be in his wheelchair. That would be cool. So we were talking about that. She's like, oh my God. So, it'll be cute. It'll be I don't know how, yeah, I don't, I think she's definitely going to want him at the wedding. But luckily we're close to home, so we can always drop him off or, you know, whatever if we have to. Because there's no way he'll be able to stay the whole time. But I was like, well, Hannah, I wasn't planning on bringing him because it's going to be outside, probably hot. You know, I don't know what state he's going to be in. She's like, well, I would like him there for the wedding, you know, and then maybe somebody can take him home. So, well, we still got 345 days. We got 345 days. 345 days. Happy fucking Friday. So, hi, Jason. Look, you got that pressure coming. Every day you be looking for me, huh? Danielle has a high expectations. That's right, I do. You too, Jason. I hope you have a good weekend if I don't see you. So, yeah, you're going to hear lots of wedding stuff. You know, lots of wedding stuff. Drama. I got to keep the drama. You never know who's watching and listening. And then they report back, you know. So, I got to be on my best behavior. That's hard. Y'all know I hate being good. Shit. Does she know what food she's going? Not yet. So there's a vendor that's reasonable that the venue has used a lot, and it's reasonably priced. Really good for a budget. The budget, the wedding day budget. I was trying to get everything in that budget, but it's going to be impossible with the venue being so expensive. So it's close. It'll help a little bit. Everything helps. But so I love the tank tops and that. Thanks for the. Oh, you're welcome. Aren't those tank tops great, Daisy? I forgot about them. I have to pull them out. Who's my middle child? My middle child's getting married. Yeah. I got a lot going on. I got a lot of kid fun stuff, you know. I love I love, you know I love doing this shit, you guys. Decorating's my jam. And Hannah's like, Mom, I just need, honey, can you just trust your mother? Fuck, it's so difficult having to show her. I have to sit and look through things. It's still not my vision 100%, but little bits and pieces. So yesterday she's like, yeah. She goes, oh no, okay, I see what you're saying. Yeah, I like that. Okay, well, so anyway, that's what we're doing. And what else? There's so many things I just dream of this shit, you know? I dream of it. I'm like, God, just let me run with it, girl. Just, why do I have to ask for permission? I should take control. If I'm giving you money, I should be able to say what I want and do what I want. You know what I mean? I should do that. I should be that mom. No, I couldn't. I'm just not that way. I'm just not that way. So wedding is amazing. I love it. And, Justin's mom is also participating. So I think we'll get it. We'll get it. The age gap. Jennifer is 27, Hannah's 25, and Andrew's 21. 21, my sweet son. I love interior directing. And I visualize it's not just, like, people may not like my style. But my brain thinks beyond the style, of my house. I see things, I pick up on whatever people's preferences are, and I can do it. My neighbor used to always, like, pre-COVID, she was always like, Danielle, can you come over? I need some help. So I have to go in there and, I just take what people have too, and I use it. And then I'm like, okay, this would be, if you could purchase something like this right here, this would be cute. I had that vision. Saying about the vintage lamps. I did not see that one yet, P.S. I did not see that one yet. So I can refurbish, I can reuse, I can use what you have, I can do anything. I just see it. It's in my brain. And not a lot of people have that, Like, I already had it decorated when I walked in. I was like, we don't even need the upgraded curtain package. It's just more drapey and more fun and looks a little bit more richer. Not richer meaning like money, but it spices up the place a little bit, takes it up a little notch. But we didn't need that. You don't really need that. But if they're throwing it in, that's fine, we'll take it. It'll make it look more dressy, farmhouse chic, bougie, But yeah, I already got it. I have everything in my head. I already have like little nooks and crannies, and yeah. Anyway, this could be a curse or a blessing. Curse or a blessing. And I love Farmhouse, so there you have it. And my cousin, who's a big time event coordinator, planner now. She has her own business. Yeah, don't forget people. She started off with wedding venues, so that's how she started off, as a wedding coordinator. So she was saying, get cheesecloth. Get cheesecloth for the runners. They're cheap, they're long, they're light, they're easy to manipulate on the tables. She goes, they're cheap, and I use them for a lot of venues because it's great and it gives a good look. And I would have never known about the cheesecloth. So, and they are really super cheap. The word married, Swedish word gift. Swedish is double meaning, also poison. Shit. Check Marketplace. Sometimes you can find great wedding deco. And the other thing that I love about this venue is they have a something borrowed room, which is everything that's been left over the years. So there's all sorts of decoration. There's all sorts of everything. So the manager, coordinator, wedding person was like, Danielle, whatever you need, ask before you buy it, because we probably have it. Vases, pillar candles, everything. She goes, don't buy it. It's just a waste of money. And you're probably going to leave it here. So she's like, I just ask me before. So it's great. It's great. Hi, folks. How's the penis? So very, very super excited. It's going to be simple. Hannah's very simple. I'm very simple. Believe it or not, despite my house, I am very simplistic, especially in that type of environment, because the allure is the barns, right? The allure is where you're at. And so I don't think you need a lot, of decoration. It needs to be very simple. And I told Hannah, I said, depending on what we finalize, we can, hi Ames, we can, utilize the bridal bouquets, in certain areas after, and the coordinator will do all that for us and change when we move places. And so anyway, I've got a vision. Sometimes when I talk, I'm so excited about the vision, it's just hard for people to see. So I'm excited. I love it. I'm excited. This will be fun for Mama. And we got a lot still to do. So I'm stressed out. It is a little overwhelming because I have so many other things to think about. Right? I'm finishing up doing a book. We got a Millie Pig activity book coming out. We've got another book that we are going to start pretty quickly after this. It's going to be like a menopausal anecdote type book, humor, fun. So we got a lot. I got a lot. I got a lot on my plate. Plus just life, keeping up with my own shit, let alone book. So yes, I'm a busy bee. I will be a busy bee. No wonder why my body's going crazy. Bitch, you gotta slow down. Yeah. So life is crazy at the Salinger side, and will probably continue to always be just life. And little Lucy Lou is so cute. I was trying to find her this morning to take her out. I couldn't find her anywhere. That little dog, Andrew's housemate, bedmate. I couldn't find her anywhere. So when he came down to go to work to take her home, I was trying to find Lucy to take her out so she could go pee-pee. And he's like, she was under the covers. Couldn't find her. I didn't want to. Anyway, she was under the covers. All snuggy with Andrew. Which I'm surprised he allows because he's so hot-blooded, he hates. Anyway, I don't know if Craig's going to get this dog back. I thought about texting him. Did I tell y'all? Texting him and saying, you may not. Who? Huh? Lucy who? I don't know any Lucy. Y'all know any Lucy's? I sure as hell don't. This is the problem. I can't, people are like, well, maybe you guys should foster it. No, because I wouldn't foster. I fall in love. See, this is the problem. When people bring animals, as bitchy as I get, when I'm like, no, fuck no. I already like Lucy. 3 days in, and I'm like, oh, Craig may not get her back. She's cute. She's an old little girl. Fuck, I can't do this shit. I'm gonna have to have visitation rights. What the hell? This is hard shit. She's so cute. She has cataracts, yes. We had a pet sit for my great uncle, and I told him we were, yes. Brenda, right? This is the problem. You guys, you know, that when Ozzy came home, for the first time, and I was like, no, don't bring him on. Do not come any further on the driveway. This is the problem. When they completely pull into the driveway, I'm fucked. They know it. All my kids know it. Nobody listens to me because they know it. Lucy's a goner. Craig, I don't know what happened. She ran away. I'm sorry. I let her out pee-pee and I never saw her again. She's so cute. And she's so sweet. Coco's afraid of her. Andrew had her down this morning and on the leash, and she was walking. They were walking towards me. He was trying to find his keys, and Coco was like walking ahead of her, but looking like running with her tail between her legs. I was like, girl, really? You are a fucking German Shepherd. Girl, you are like a pterodactyl compared to Lucy. Why are you afraid of a little dog that doesn't even yap at you? She doesn't even yap. She just looks at you and she's scared of you because of your size. She has to look up to you. This is what are you doing? Girl, enough. She's all gray. She's all gray. Yeah, well, right, Heather, because your older dog's like, bitch, really? I was enjoying being a single child. I just spit. What the hell? Yeah, so Coco, that was weird. Don't even think Coco's like that normally. Normally Coco sits and aggravates the pig. That was cute yesterday. I don't know where the hell that came from. Anyway. Fucking animals. I'm a sucker. And you know, in the grief book, we talk about losing animals. That's grief. That's not just people, it's animals too. Some of us have a really hard time losing our person. You know, and it was really interesting because, you know, Christy asks me these questions, and I'm like, things that you don't think about, and she poses these questions. And one of the questions was, how did she phrase it? You know, any animal, have you always been like an animal person? And how pivotal in your life have the animals played into it, right? And I was like, damn, like, I don't know if I've always been an animal person. I mean, I think we've always had animals. Growing up, my mom had cats and dogs, but did I don't remember having any major affliction towards any of them. Like, I love the cats. We had a cat, a Himalayan called Kaya. Her name was Kaya. Like, I love my Kaya. But I don't remember being really animals changing my life in any way up until probably in the last 10 years. And maybe as of more recently, you know, it's crazy. So, yeah, no, and Coco, you know, I mean, I think really Coco has changed a lot of my, like crazy. I've never had an animal so attached to me. My 8.5-year-old dog just got diagnosed with diabetes. Well, Cinnamon has diabetes. Yeah, Cinnamon does. She gets insulin injections. So, yeah, it's crazy. I took Superfan commenting off because it's an open live. That's why. It's an open live. Why would I have that on? So anyway, yeah, that is my life. I think animals have played more of a crucial role in my life as of late, not throughout my whole life, which is crazy, right? So yeah, so she asks me these, so yeah, we just finished a chapter on death and animals. And now I know we both missed the ball yesterday, so today I have to, while I'm outside getting my shit done, I have to call her. we have to get this fucking shit out. So anyway, oh well, we're doing it. This is shitty. Let me go pee-pee. Let me go pee-pee. I'll be right back. If Dan comes out, I apologize. I've only done 3 miles today. I might be done for the day. It's enough. My body hurts. Hi, buddy. Everybody wants to be a cowboy. Oh, I think we're calling it. I'm done. Shit, yesterday I didn't even do any arms. I was so done. You hear my morning chirps for you guys. I pay those birds high dollar. So I hope you appreciate that because those guys are expensive. Those birds are very expensive, so I hope you appreciate them. Shit. We have to give my dog his insulin twice a day yes, that's what Cinnamon does. Who's with you? I don't nor do I drink anymore, but you know what? There's always an open opportunity for it. Cha-ching. Yeah. Cha-ching. Cha-ching. Did I reply to you today, Nate? Did I say okay? I thought I did, but if I didn't do it, okay. Do you have birds at home? On my property, yes. We pay them. We have them flown in from East Africa. Mm-hmm. I don't know if I'll have time to talk to you today, but we'll see. I've got a busy afternoon. I've got Christy finishing up yard work, shower, lunch, come home, and then date night, like literally like an hour after. Hi, Joseph. How are you? So I got a lot. I don't know if today's gonna be the day, but we'll get it going. Cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching. That's all I hear. How am I, Joseph? That's an open-ended question. Miriam, I'm just joking, honey. I'm just joking. These are the local birds that take residence around the neighborhood. I don't know who they are, where they came from. Birds do fly, but I don't know how far they fly. Remember, keep tapping on the TikTok, double thumb, double tap on the, we're getting close to the, anyway, how is Cinnamon with the diabetes? Fine. Cinnamon's happy. She doesn't pee in the house anymore. She's good. She's an old cataract-free dog. She got her cataracts removed. So she's living life, I'm learning and planning for the school year. I'm getting ready for a nap. Of course you are. See, I told you, street birds. Yes, there are street birds. I get street cats. I get street birds. I get street mice. They do learn a lesson, and shit, I forgot to pick up. There was a mutilely dismantled rat in my yard, and I forgot to pick it up. It was just the back side of him with the tail in my grass. That was nice, but that's fine as long as they keep those fuckers outside. I don't mind. I don't mind. Save the street animals, and I do. They like to, and I feed them. I feed them plums. There's birds right now nibbling on my fresh loins. My fruit of my loins. My fruit of my pasture. No, my fruit of my fruit trees. Yeah. No, they're not on my, what? I don't know. What color socks are you wearing? Must be a man. Gray with turquoise. Yeah. No, people like this shit. Socks are a big commodity. I will sell them. I got a wedding, so it smelled awful. Yeah, and you could tell what they are by their tails. I think this was a rat tail, and it was just the backside. Nobody wanted to eat his ass apparently, or the tail. Huh. I get it. I get it. I'm just overwhelmed right now, but I know my dog is okay. Yes, that's it. Now you know. They'll live forever. I'm vibrating because I'm so turned on by everybody being here. Yes, I'm turned on by the love. The love. I feel the love. And so every time I get climaxy, I vibrate. Yeah. Fetish. I'll sell a fetish. I don't care. Socks. The smelly. I've worn them. This is the second day in a row. So if you're interested in some Danielle socks, $250 for the whole caboodle. $250. That covers the sale of the socks and the shipping and my time. Yeah. So just say $250 for socks if you're interested. I've got a wedding to pay for, so I will not sell underwear, so don't ask for that. I will not fart in a jar. No, nor will I send you a courtesy wipe tissue. No, I will not do that. Your dog can have a good life. Yes, dirty socks, and the stinkier the better. And I think that, and you guys are laughing. I'm serious. Somebody asked me, but you know, people ask a lot of things and then fall through. So I put the money where the mouth is. I said, here they are. I took a picture of them. I said, here, you ready? You want them? $250. Socks, shipping, my time. And I've kept them. I wore them for 3 days because this guy, and then he never showed up for him. Right? Here's my Cash App. Here's my Venmo. I got it all. You know, he kept bugging me and bugging me and bugging me. So I was like, fine, I'll do it. Shit, $250 for socks? That's stupid if you don't sell them for $250, right? So he never showed up. Of course, he's been asking for other things, but he has yet paid me for anything. So I'm like, dude, you can't walk out with the sweater without paying for it. You know what I mean? So, you know, put your money where your mouth is. Do it. Pay it. Oh, I'm sorry. Can you send me a little sneak peek? I have to reload my Cash App. First of all, you bugged me to get a Cash App because that's the only way you could pay me was through Cash App. So I got the Cash App because other people have asked for it too. But I said, fine, I'll do it. A lot of people use Cash App. I didn't know. So I got the Cash App. And then I said, okay, buddy, here it is. Here's a little picture for you. So no. All of a sudden he said, well, I gotta refill my Cash App. Can you give me a little teaser? Nope. Already did. No more. Who sold her used underwear? She would wear it for days before sending. Yeah, no. Mm-mm. I could not do that. People get big dollar for the underwear. But I logistically, no. I mean, if somebody says, Danielle Salinger sold me her socks, I'd be like, yeah, and you wanted them. You told me what you're going to do with them. You told me that how many times you would ejaculate in the socks and you wanted them to stand up by themselves. I mean, I have all that too. So, you know, you want to throw me under, but I'm not standing. Could you imagine? This is her underwear. Yes, that's my underwear. No, I mean, I do have boundaries. I do have boundaries. I'll send you a cameo. You might get a little, you know, a little belly, you know, view because I'm in a bathing suit and I might talk to you and all that stuff. I ain't twirling. I ain't bending over showing you my ass. I'm not grabbing my ankles. I'm not dressing up because you want me to wear something different. You get me whatever way I am. You know, that's my boundary. I'm not changing. I don't do that shit for my husband. Why would I do it for you? So if I happen to be in a bathing suit and you want a cameo, fine, I'll give it to you. But I ain't changing into what you want me to put on. You get me the way I am, the way I choose to be. How are you doing this morning? Are you looking great? I have news from the doctor. Oh, good. But yes, socks, it's a commodity, but I have not sold a sock yet. A lot of people asking if I would sell them. Maybe they just get off by asking. I don't know. But yes, a lot of people. And I'm like, fuck it, let's do it. Cash App. Somebody wanted a picture of my hands. Of course I sold that. I mean, my hands. My hands. He also had Cash Apps though. My hands. I'll do it. That was like 30 seconds worth of this and what my nails are, if you can see them. Put me on diet, and he said I can lose all my weight and feel great. Good. Yeah. So my nail lady's like, well, we'll do the yellow toes. My toes aren't. I don't like the yellow on my toes. Hi, Nix. Yeah, I mean, I don't care if people sell their underwear. I wouldn't do it. I'm like, whatever you want to sell to make yourself a buck, do it, girl. Use what you got, you know? Monetize shit. Monetize whatever you want. I just have boundaries. I don't care what other people do. I'm like in a whole different spectrum in life where I'm like, monetize. If you're in this realm, you can monetize everything. Sell it if you're comfortable with that, you know? I am not, Dan probably would be like, somebody wants your underwear, of course you're going to sell it, you know? I'm not going to do that. I have boundaries. I mean, I do, believe it or not, have some boundaries. Sean, only for Sean will I send my dirty underwear. Yeah. Sean, if you want my dirty underwear, just email me. I'll send them just to you and tell me how many days you want me to wear them. And you are in for a treat. Let me tell you. Today was a complete surprise. Fuck no. Yeah, I won't sell body parts. I won't sell nip shots. I won't sell vag shots. I'm a very modest person. Yeah. If it wasn't Haggard. Well, but other than that, no, you're looking for the wrong person. I am not single. I am married and have kids. And if for some reason anything got out, I want to feel comfortable with what's out. Wear them for 2 days. Perfect. Now I can't tell you the kind of treats and excitement you might have when you get them, but they are always leaving some sort of message behind. Currently. The dirtier the better. I mean, let me know. So I got you covered today. You like urine smell? Do you like a little body odor mixed in with a little leakage? Those are top dollar. Those will cost you $2,000. That'll pay for the DJ. So it was funny because the hand guy, I was like, well, what do you, I was afraid that, because you never know what kind of, I was charged a la carte for the messages. You never know what people are going to ask for, right? And so with the hand thing, I'm thinking, really, is this guy really wanting a hand? He was a very, 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 very respectful gentleman. And he was a pleasure to do business with. And he and I was thinking he's going to come back with like, I want you, skid marks are extra, Brenda. It's an extra $1,000. And I wear a thong, so, it might be very easy to, and maybe some peanuts, yes. So I was thinking, what is he going to want me to hold with my hands? I was like ready, because I have some really weird, I have some interesting, just to say, we've got some doozies, and he was like, no, just pictures of your hands, just very natural, side, palms, front, very easy. And I was like, oh,
That's it. Yeah, I can do that. He's like, you have beautiful hands. Meanwhile, I'm like, God, they're so old. Like, beautiful hands, I guess, in the eyes of the beholder, you know. You came at the wrong time. It depends on what you came into, Matt. I don't know what you hear. We're not, you know, it's always a lag. Skid marks and peanuts, yes. Skid marks and peanuts. Not penis, peanuts. Like an elephant eats peanuts. Yeah. I know penis and peanuts sound very similar. But I think just the peanuts. That's our guy. It's our guy. Peanut Man. So anyway, yes, very interesting things, very rude things. But I haven't gotten a DP in a while, just so you know. Kind of disappointed I haven't gotten DPs. And I will never mention the names of my suitors. I will never mention those names. They're always private. But I know some of you are wondering if I have a daily, it's been a couple weeks since I've had a DP. So the guys have simmered down again, I guess, or they've found another person to get excited. Victoria does smell. You got to be careful. My Victoria probably smells right now, but you guys remember we talked about this. Wash your coochies. The temperatures outside are not helpful for our coochies. So y'all, you better be washing good. You know what I mean? DP, Dr. Pepper. I ain't talking about Dr. Peppers. No. The deep penetration. Well, you can't. I mean, I guess you could see a picture of deep penetration. But as I haven't seen that lately. Dan would love me to watch one of those, but haven't done that. I can't. I like had the worst gas last night. He's like, baby. And I'm like, yeah, not the time. Not the time. I have gas. Of course you do. And then, of course, all the other, you know, throughout the night when I was letting him go, he's like, God damn. What is coming out your ass? I told you. I think he thinks I lie, you know, about these things. Sorry, guys. I do fart. And what else? And now I'm just, oh, it also means double penetration. Yes, you're right. Have not seen a picture of that or seen any video with that lately. Now, speaking of double penetration, has anybody, I did try to warn them. I always try to warn them. I almost left the clots in the toilet today so he could see those too. Now, if you want to take a ride on the Russian River, that's your choice. I mean, she ain't like purging or anything like that, but she's just leaving messages behind. So, anybody ever tried that? Double penetration? I've never. That's one thing I could tell you. I have never. You play, I have never. I'm not drinking on that because I've never had it. I've never been that kinky. I mean, I guess your coffee tastes funny. Can't. Good? Good funny or bad funny? I've never had that, and I've never wanted it. Sometimes it's okay in your head to envision that. I've never been that girl to be like, hey, baby, let's try it. No, the diarrhea illness. Oh, the new one in Michigan. Y'all, you can leave when you choose to. Oh, hey, Candace. So I've never had that. You know, hey, Heavy, do you like deep penetration? I'm just asking. He loves deep penetration. See, I mean, what man would say, no, I'm going to choose not to have a deep penetration? What man, 4 cases in my country, wash your fruit. Yeah, do a better job of washing you. The explosive shit diarrhea is from farmers pooping in the farm fields. I know, Sean, I haven't had time. Nobody is sending, dick pics. Yes, girl, dick pics. Dick pics, people. That's, Jesus. I get dick pics. And they're, you know, you ain't gonna see a small dick in those dick pics, you know? You're gonna see nice, different size penises. Men who send dick pics aren't sending a small penis. They're sending a big dick. So I know the only people who send dick pics are the guys who are well endowed, you know? So I don't mind a dick pic. I don't mind a V pic. I'll look at it all because it's all very fascinating to me. Just don't send them. But if you do, I'm looking. But know that I share. Sharing is caring. So, yes, lady, if you're eating, disclaimer 5725.33333. Um, the men who send them are actually well endowed. Yeah. I have never seen, I'm very visual. I've never seen a small penis come through my DMs. I wonder why. So if you have a small penis, please send it. Please send it because, you know, there's a market for everything. And I'm just curious. I'll look at it. Do you and your husband ever add people to your relationship? Yeah, we tried that. It didn't work out very well. No, I don't like to share very well, Bree. So when we added 5 at one time, and it got too complicated. It got too complicating. The more you add, the more complicated you get. So if you add people, start small. Don't start with 5. Start with 1, and then work your way up. I didn't know what to touch, what to suck, what to fuck. I mean, it was just there's penises everywhere. And there was no vaginas because I don't allow additional. So if I'm adding people to the relationship, it's only penis. There's strictly dickly, no vaginas. So there was a lot going on at one time. There was too many dicks in my face. And no, I would advise not to. Just only one. One is enough. One, you can't, it's hard enough to deal with 2, let alone 1. Where do they all go? And what do they all want to do? Do you just have one that wants to watch? That's fine. Then it makes it easier. But if just 2, no. Yeah, I would advise that. 1's plenty. I wouldn't even add at this point in life, 1 is plenty. You don't need 2. You don't need 3, and definitely not 5. And whatever your kinky asses are. No, if you're asking to enter, Bree, my relationship, no vaginas allowed. Only dicks. Yeah. Vaginas make things very complicated. My nostrils are extraordinary. Yes. Well, they're big, Matt. So the small penis men go here. The small penis men go here. Yeah. Medium size here. And then you can imagine where the others go. Actually, 1 is way too much. I don't even want 1. I just want to be left the fuck alone. Snort a lot of powder. You got to be snorting something. Yeah, you got to clean. You got to snort something. Yeah, I don't know what you got to do. You got to swallow something. You got to yeah, go skiing. I don't know. You got to do a lot, No holes barred. No holes barred. Absolutely. No holes barred. You find a hole you can fit into, you use it. No, fuck. I mean, we had some fun times. I didn't really enjoy them though. When you add people or when there's a lot of experimentation back in the day, and I could have done without that. I could have done without the experimentation. The experimentation was not fun for me. I am I'm very traditional. I am very traditional in my bedroom antics. Believe it or not, I speak a different game than I really am. I am very vanilla. And so going out of my norm was very hard for me. And it was uncomfortable and it scarred me. It did scar me. I have a lot of weird issues from certain experiences. So my advice for anybody or those of you who've had those experiences, I just live to talk about them and say, don't do it unless you're very much into that. Like if you're very much exploratory, fine. But if you're not exploratory and you feel you get pressured or you just, are trying to do it for somebody else, don't do it because it fucks you up after. It really does. Yeah, it's not worth it. Keep the fantasies in your head. The fantasies, that's funny, Nate. What were you singing? All you ladies pop your pussy like this. Don't stop, don't stop. All you ladies pop your pussy like this. Just do it, do it, do it, do it, do it now. Lick it good, suck that pussy just like. No, so if you were singing that and the maintenance guy knocked on the door, then I would say that was awkward. But if you were singing a country song or, I don't know, you'd be fine. You'd be fine. Yeah. Best to be kept in your imagination. So, God forbid a guy sings some Prince. Oh, shit. You went for the high notes. You went for the high notes. Bruh. Hopefully you sang Purple Rain. It seems like you could have done the Purple Rain, Purple Rain. This is my cape my friend made me. So this is my Sab cape, my strongest bitch. Yes, this is my cape. It was Purple Rain. Good choice. I mean, I don't know if you can sing or not. Oh shit. You guys might exercise it. Let's go fill up the water cups. All you ladies pop your pussy like this. Ow. Just do it. Do it. Do it, do it, do it now. Lick it good. Suck that pussy just like you should. That's now. Okay, hold on. Holy moly, guacamole. We got to fill up this jar. I'm filling up my watering jugs. Hold on. Like it doesn't stay in place. Oh my god, I wish it was longer. I got Purple Rain in my head, and I've got the pussy song in my head. And they do this. I don't understand the dance. And they gyrate like I don't know how to do that. So this is the water from my water unit that researches all the bad stuff out of my. I wish the hose was longer. I wonder if I had the opportunity to choose it, because then I could have sprayed out in my garden. Instead, I fill up these buckets. You know what I mean? So I tried it. So this is my machine right here. It's a backwash. It filters my impurities, because I have a well out there. And anyway, so I wish it was longer. I wish I had a longer hose. Doesn't everybody say that? I wish I had a longer hose. I got to fill up my hummingbird feeders. I have a lot to do. I'm not going to get it done today. And that's okay. I'm trying to remember, every day is a day. And you get to it when you can get to it. But we got to do some arms today, because I've been sucking ass on my cardio today. So we got to do some arms. Hold on. Let me fill up the water bowl. Don't judge. Don't judge. I'm trying to recycle water, people. I'm trying to do my due diligence in this world. And I'm trying to do things that are important for us to keep thriving in this world. water shortages are real. My back, lick my pussy and my crack. My neck, my back, lick my pussy and my crack. There you go, Winnie. Lick, 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 lick. I'm mixing two songs up at the same time. I'm missing Kia and Cupcake. I want to pick it up from my chopsticks. My pussy tastes like salami. Anyway. Okay, bye, Janet. Have a good day. Love you, bye. Love you, bye. Love you, bye. Washing the outside of my windows in July in South Mississippi. I'm regretting it. Brenda, that's fucking stupid. That's stupid. I don't even wash. You know how long it's been since I washed my windows? My windows are hideous. I do need to have somebody come and clean them. And I always say that every year. And it's like, I don't want to spend the money. But I need to, because they're horrible. I've lived in this house 20 years. I've done it once. Whatever. I live in a country. Fuck, the minute you wash them, a bird shits on them, and then the fucking winds and shit out here. Fuck it, I don't care. You know, I don't care. You have to pull. You have to draw the line somewhere, you know? Living in the country is really hard to keep shit clean. People always, like, gross out by my slider, my glass slider. And they're like, do you ever clean that? No, I clean the inside of it, but what's the point of cleaning the outside? Because my pig, my dogs... No, Dan is an ex-washing. I keep my hands to myself. Yeah. Do it next year. Fuck. You're right. Do we have yard moles? Yes, we do. So it's what? Yes, is work. Yes. Fuck. Fly girl, you're right. I'm gonna have to do it next year. Because I am. I'll save my money. Fuck now. I do too, James, but I can't afford it. Do you know how many windows I have? Fuck. Maybe I'll split it up. Do half and half to make it easier. It's impossible. And plus the pig, because she tries to open the door. So her snot juices get all over it. And every time I fucking clean it, it's like irritating. It looks like, it just frustrates me. So I don't clean it. I learned to give up on the small things, right? Because I can't keep everything clean. I was an anal, like I was just, but why? I got to learn to cut corners where I can, you know? And that's the least of my worries. And if I can get to it, I get to it. I sprayed off with the hose. And it's so scratched up from the dogs. Thank you, Italian girl. Yeah, you're gonna have to take a break, Brenda. You're gonna have to drink some water too. I need to increase my water intake. Am I sexually frustrated? Fuck no. No, James. Why? Why would you ask such a question? That's a fucking weird question to ask. Am I sexually frustrated? No. Ask my husband that? Yes, he is. But he's got a hand. And he can use it. When you're my age at 52 and I'm going through perimenopause, I don't want sex. No woman wants, well, I shouldn't say no woman. I don't want sex. I don't want sex. I don't want sex. I'm dealing with so many other things in my downstairs region that sex is the last thing I want. I want a penis in my vagina poking me and thrusting into me with my body pain and all the changes inside of my cervix, my uterus, my fallopian tubes, my fucking ovaries. No, James. Don't be a dick, James. Don't be a fucking dick. And you know, James says, oh, now I finally understand. James, you're lucky you ain't in front of my face. You know what I mean? You're lucky you ain't in front of my face. Women don't need dicks in general, as people and as a thing. So be nice. Don't be a woman hater. Don't be disrespectful to women because it looks ugly on you. Yeah. She needs tongue. Boss, you want to stick your tongue on my cooter right now? I bet you wouldn't. But with all those thinks that you got in your head, go ahead, stick your tongue there, see what comes out. See the taste you're gonna get. Go ahead, lick it good. Suck that pussy just like you should. What's happening? Trimble, nobody knows. Nobody knows. Your block finger is getting itchy. Girl, you go right ahead, especially for the men haters. The men that think they're powerful and like, oh, yeah, oh, come say that to my face. Yeah. Don't be behind a screen saying it all tough and mighty. You know better than to fuck with a woman at 52. So good luck to you, is what I'm saying, if you ever do that shit in public. You know what I mean? I'm low class. Yes, I love being low class. I am low class. You should see my grass right now. Shit. My guys didn't come on the 4th of July. It looks horrible out here. Really bad. Menopause sucks unless you've gone through it. Exactly. I agree. We don't want to be touched. We want to be touched in different ways, you know, at this point in our life. We don't want like heavy gyration down on our clitorises. You know, we want a gentle touch. Overstimulation is a thing for me. And it's a whole different type of sexual experience for us now, just in general, because we just ain't happy. We're not, our horniness is fleeting. And it's still there. I mean, we know it tingles occasionally. And by the time you think, oh my God, we're going to have sex today, then you start bleeding. Yeah, we aren't a big puss, but that's what they see, Iris. I think when they look at her, when they look at women, they think, oh, we're holes, you know, plenty of holes to get our rocks off. Is it true that when you get old, you're attracted to younger guys? We ain't thinking about guys. You guys that are coming in saying, shit, we don't think about guys. No, Michelle, sometimes the orgasms are like, that was questionable. Was that like a semi-oral? Was that like a, she just opened the door a little bit. I've had those. The young, right, Rachel, like what, I've tried to teach you guys on this all the time. We aren't sitting there fantasizing, you know, about a younger guy. We're fantasizing for a good night's sleep. We're fantasizing for the hot flashes to stop. We are fantasizing for our uterus to stop being so inflamed. We are fantasizing that our estrogen levels just stay high enough to keep us sane for the day. We are fantasizing that our husband's actually picking up his hands and using them for dishes or laundry or making a better vacuuming. We are envisioning these things in life, and fuck, it's not happening. So we're here with miserable uteruses, inflamed uteruses, spasming uteruses, spotting, fucking misery, estrogen dropping, estrogen surges. All these things are changing in us. We ain't thinking about dick. Well, I'm not thinking about dick. I'm thinking about what it feels like to be normal again. Because at this rate, I don't know. I feel like internalizing everything is like, I feel like the Tasmanian devil inside, you know, how he was just all, that's what we feel like. Our body feels like we're hurting. Today, if Dan actually pushed into me right now, I might scream because of my back and my hips. What kind of dog I want to get. I'm fantasizing about a puppy. I am not. I can tell you that. I'm not into that much work. I'm fantasizing about a nice new G-Wagon. I can smell it. I can almost taste it. It's so distant and so unattainable, but maybe one day I can sit in one and pretend. Close my eyes. Maybe I should just go to the Mercedes dealership and just test drive one, because that's probably the closest I'll ever be to one. Oh, thanks, Melody. Grandpa has been very hard lately. And it could have been a little bit of the UTI, but the pooping thing is very difficult. The pooping thing is very frustrating. And getting him to push is very hard, literally. And he forgets to push. So when you're in there with him and trying to get him to push, and I am pushing and he's rubbing his legs, you know, you go a little nutty. You go a little nutty. You know, I'm not saying anything's perfect in that bathroom. You get frustrated. You have to walk out. I am pushing. And then he'll say, stop yelling at me, you know. Ed, push. Don't yell in my ear. Well, it seems like you're not understanding. Push, you know. And he gets pissy too because we're pissy. And I'll speak for myself, but you get annoyed because you're like, just push. I am pushing. And he's rubbing his legs. Fuck, you know. That's not pushing. All right, I'm pushing. Nope. I feed him. That man eats so much food. I gave him half a can of beans last night. Again, you guys, remember, it's called dementia. You know, the body starts slowing down, and they forget to do things as common things as pooping, right? So, the reason for the UTIs at this point is because what's happening. Yeah. And you can't help it. It just is, you know, you try to prevent it as much as you can. And this is the phase of, well, here we go. So yeah, they forget. And, you know, we give him laxatives every day. I'm not taking him off the laxatives because we need it to expel anyway. So it just expels. And expels, not in the place you want it to. And then you have to clean it, and, you know, it gets messy down there. It gets really messy. And so I'm anticipating a higher surge of UTIs at this point because, you know, you don't always know. And you don't always, you know, if you're sleeping or something and by the time you wake up, you know, and it's already a present there, you know, you don't know, you know. He doesn't call out and say, I have to go to the bathroom. So this is a very hard phase. This is a very hard phase. And so we had that last few months with father-in-law. It's really hard, and it makes our life harder, right? Because we are trying to avoid that, taking him to the bathroom more frequent to avoid that. A lot of times it happens while we walk right to the bathroom, which is okay because then the cleanup is difficult, but not as difficult as if he's doing it while he's sitting. You know, these are what caregivers have to deal with, right? This is part of caregiving. And these are the hardships that a lot of people don't talk about because people have a hard time with it. But this is the facts. This is what happens, you know. I'm also going to do a little thing about my carpet and why I like ripped up my carpet. And it's just so simple. Like I can look at my floor and go, what the fuck is this? I don't even know like how this shit happens, but it's where Ed sits. And that's a lot of reason why, because my carpet was destroyed. And it's part of caregiving, right? Part of caregiving. Yeah, and Tammy, you know, those are people too. A lot of people have to go and scoop it out. With Ed right now, we're not there because it just comes out, you know? It comes out. And so it's our, you know, this is our life. Yeah. Sorry about that, Melinda. That is, well, I have to get it fully removed because I keep a patch where Ed is because of the walking, but I can't remove that patch until they can come in and do my floors. Hi, elves. So this is a very daunting time. This is very hard. This is very emotionally draining. This is very physically draining. And, you know, there's going to come a point where his physicality might not be as good. And, you know, changing is going to be more difficult. I change him in the bed in the morning time. Or if while Dan's gone all next week, I'll be changing him a couple times in, you know, but I use a diaper. Dan does not use a diaper. He uses a pull-up. I just don't have the strength to keep doing that and to walk him at night because I worry about him falling in the middle of the night. I won't do it. So I'll just change him in bed, which is fine. But, you know, there's going to come a point in time where probably he's going to be bedbound, right? And we're going to have to be doing that all. It's crazy. It's crazy. And, you know, this is hard. Emotionally, this has really been, and I haven't even told Dan about this, but this has been a very tough phase for me. Very tough. Very tough. Very daunting. And it's not going to get any better. You know, it's not going to be any better. It's not going to get any better. And next week, you know, right now, this is the facts. So this is not a phase that's probably going to get any better. And it takes two people for this phase. Those of you who do this phase alone, I will be in your shoes next week. This is a tough phase to do alone. And I'm going to be doing it all next week. All next week. And I worry, right? I worry because I do get tired. This medication makes me more tired. Like yesterday, you know, I was so fucking tired, but I knew I had Dan to fall back on, right? But, you know, and throughout the week, it plagues me, right? That type of stuff plagues me. And so I do worry a little bit about that and my mental health during that time, you know, because when I'm tired, it's really hard to have patience. My husband passed in October, Lewy body dementia and Parkinson's. It's horrible. It's horrible. You know, the alone is so horrible, you know. Sometimes I feel alone, right? Sometimes lately I've been doing a lot of the caregiving. I've been doing a lot of that myself, putting him to bed, you know, walking him. Dan's been so occupied with so many other things that I have stepped up to the plate for the last over a month. Pretty much I've been doing it because, you know, he wasn't feeling good. He's not sleeping. He's in a bad cycle. And then it's just all this work that I've had to step up a lot more. He was helping for a while, really good. And then it just kaput. So, it's been tiring for me, very tiring, extra tiring. So, you know, and this is caregiving 101. I mean, you don't get a break. I'll have caregivers during the week, Monday through Friday from, you know, 11 to 3, but that's it, you know, and they can't do those things. They can't do those things. So, you know, I can't really go far. You know, I can run errands and come back, because, you know, the pooping is so... The pooping. The pooping happens, you know, it's not like he gets it out. Recently, he hasn't been getting it out all at one time. So the, it happens little bits at a time. Yeah, it's tough. Very tough. I do commend hospice nurses. They adore them. That's nice, Melinda. It's good to have good care. You know, good care is really hard to find. So, yeah, it's hard. And I have never been away this long, right? I've never gone away this long. Dan has never gone away this long. So, it's going to be the first of the first. What are you and your spouse going to do when Ed passes? What do you mean, what are we going to do when Ed passes? We're going to mourn like everybody else mourns when they lose a parent or a loved one. I don't know what you mean by that, Mitch. What are you going to do? What are you going to do when Ed passes? I'm going to continue doing what I'm doing now, just without Ed. How long will Dan be gone? He leaves Monday, comes back late Friday night, like 10 o'clock. He won't be home till like probably like 10:30, 11 o'clock on Friday night. Leaves early morning Monday, which is our anniversary. By the way, 29 years on Monday he leaves. Nice, huh? And comes back Friday, late night. So I'm literally pretty much Monday night, Tuesday night, Wednesday night, Thursday night, Friday night, 5 nights. I know. I was telling my Zoomies, I'm like, who's coming to stay with me for the week? Who's coming? Who's coming? Yeah, 5 nights. 5 nights. Do you really have to keep going on about he's poop business like if he was in he's senses, you wouldn't? Well, he's D. Yes, poop is a situation for caregivers, D's. His situation, even if he was with his right frame of mind, yes, we share those things because caregivers need to know they're not alone, D's. So he's fine, and he's would be fine with me talking about bowel movements because bowel movements are normal, right? Bowel movements are normal. Everybody poops. But when you have dementia, different phases complicate things like bowel movements. He's would be okay with he's dignity. Everybody poops. Plus, Ed, if it helps people, he loves the ability to help people. You think he would be offended by what I'm talking about? No, we do. He gets Miralax every day. That's why he shits in his diaper. He does, you guys, it's not constipation. It's not constipation. It's not constipation. I might drink. I wanted to drink the other day when I came home from the venue, for certain things that I was just feeling very tough. It was very difficult for me. And I was like, a large glass of wine would be really wonderful right now. But I didn't. Sign of strength. Sign of strength. My kids must be embarrassed because I talk about pussy or because I talk about poop. You think I just changed Mabry? You don't think that you think that all of a sudden my kids don't know who their mother is? Like you think this is some they haven't ever met me? You don't think that my kids hear me on a daily basis? You think I'm different online and offline? Well, yeah. Fact check, baby. If Citra becomes, you honestly have no idea, obviously. Yes, people just don't know. And it's important to discuss the new phases because a lot of people can't discuss those things. It's hard to deal with these things. And people come here to hear and to make them feel better about the relevance of the topics, you know? And I don't give a shit. If you don't like the way I talk, if you don't like to communicate, why are you showing up every day? Taking notes, getting pissed. Hi, Ann, how are you? You should not come here and watch somebody because she pisses you off. You know what I mean? Like you should watch your people because they make you happy, not because they strike a nerve with you, you know? Yes, you guys aren't alone. And I'm going to be crying next week because we love Ed. We ain't here for you. Well, Dee, obviously you are having difficulty understanding that this is my account. In order to get to Ed, you have to get through me. Also, Dee, Ed is never on in the morning time. So if you're looking for Ed, you should know better as a follower of Ed that he's never on in the morning. So you're obviously doing it because you're unhappy and you need some reason to be angry. And I'm your person. And I feel very honored, actually. I feel very honored that you choose me to use as a muse in the way you really feel. I'm glad because, maybe eventually I'm kind of somewhat helping you get rid of that anger. But honey, you need to focus on yourself and what's making you really angry, because it's not me. It's not me that you're angry with. It's you, honey, not me. You should have respect for elderly. Yes, so should you, Dee. You should just have respect in general. You should have respect. Anything you say makes you look, how do I say this nicely? Ignorant. You know why? Because everything you say is a true reflection on yourself, and that's sad. Respect is allowing somebody here that you take care of. And I wipe his fucking ass every day, multiple times, get shit in my fingers, get shit on my hands. To me, that's respect. To me, that's taking care of somebody. To me, that's love. Because if you didn't love the person or you didn't respect the person, there's no way you were going to continuously put your hands in shit. And if that doesn't say love, I don't know what does. So, before you comment, think about it, because you sound like an ignorant one. So I'm in it for the insurance policy. What? I'm in it for the insurance policy. That is the newest. What's the insurance policy? I have an insurance policy out, or is something Ed took out? Please enlighten me what this insurance policy is. That's a new one. I've never heard about it. Please tell me what I'm in for, because I didn't. Who took out? Did Ed take out the insurance policy, or did I? I'm curious because I need to know. Because if there's money that is available to me, I need to know what's available and when I could get it. Because that would be wonderful. That could really help, especially with wedding. Wear gloves. Sue, I wish you had time to wear gloves. I don't have time to wear gloves. You know, when you're in certain situation, you don't have time. I mean, for me, I don't have time to wear gloves. So it is what it is. When there's shit literally coming, have you ever tried? Fuck. You know, no. When you have somebody who's 94, can barely stand, and you also need to hold him up with the hip, and you know you're trying to take it off without everything getting anywhere, and there's more stuff coming out, and when am I supposed to put the gloves on? Yeah, no, I don't. I mean, yeah, it might sound gross for you guys, but yeah, no. In my world, you don't have time to put the gloves on, so you have to deal with the fucking shit that gets on your hand, and you scream a little bit, you kind of vomit in your mouth a little bit, and as you're washing your hands 50 fucking thousand times, you are like, I'm never eating again. You know, that's what happens. When you changed your babies, did you put gloves on? I'm asking. When you changed your babies, did you stop to put? Yeah, you would have to wear them 24/7. Could you imagine? Put them on before you go to the. Sometimes. Do you think I'm just? Do you think I'm just sitting there waiting for a smell or something? No, I'm doing my own jobs around the house that has to get done. Hi, Anipo, and you're running Shabbat Shalom, and you're running around, you know, and then you're like, fuck, it's time to take Ed to the doctor. I mean, the toilet. Hold on, give me 20 minutes while I fucking wrestle with one fucking glove on my left fucking hand. And then I have to wrestle another fucking 20 minutes to get the other fucking glove on the hand. No, you're in dire situations sometimes. You don't have time, you know. I use a whole can of white. There's sometimes you use. Now, I don't know. I've never taken care of an older female lady yet. But let me tell you about the anatomy of a male. If you understand, have you ever seen, do you know what male genitalia look like, right? So imagine when said matter get caught in different nooks and crannies. And let me tell you, there's a lot of nook and crannies in one said region. Lots of nooks and crannies. And that whole unit is just very, very dips, valleys, and porosity. Many times. Many times. Let me tell you. Many times you use a whole fucking brand new thing of wipes. Because you think you're like, yes, and then you're like, fuck, where did that come from? Dan came in, and I'm just telling you because you have to fucking, you have to get funny with it, right? Because this is life as we know it. Now, let me tell you, you know it's good. You know, when I'm like, beforehand, I'm like, shit. I could barely put my hair in my face, you know, out of my face. But if I'm alone, you know, it's quick to the draw. And, you know, if I'm holding them up with a hip like this, you know, I don't know if you can see it. I'm holding them up like a hip like this. Ow, fuck. And then you pull aside like I just did. Ow. 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 Give me a minute. And even when you pull aside and you're in the middle of shit, you still just work through it. And, you know, my head's down here, spreading cheeks and moving shit around. Dan knows. He's like, oh, that's a good one, huh? Yeah. That's a good one.
What?
Why are you crying?
Am I crying?
Yeah.
I don't think I'm crying.
Your eyes are red,
My eyes
and they're
are red.
glossy. What did you cry over?
I haven't cried this morning. Let me see. My eyes look red.
Yeah, you look like you just cried.
Huh.
What
They
did
do
you
look
cry
red.
over?
I didn't.
You know, lift that eyebrow up. We can just Botox can help.
I'm tired. I have a call with Gillibrand's office at 11:30, and then
Well, I gotta leave at 11:30.
I've got calls.
Well,
and
he'll
then,
be fine. He'll be fine.
I'll just be stuck here.
Okay, you got calls.
No,
so.
I mean I have a crappy reception here, but all right.
By the time I get home, it'll be like an hour, and then we go to date night. So I'm like literally having to like rush around. I'm gonna have to get some. There's my wisteria is going cuckoo. I put that off for days because I haven't felt like it. I gotta like zap that shit down. I can always do it tomorrow. But are you guys retired? No, Dan, we're not retired. I will have no regrets. I will not have regrets, but it's a lot of work. A lot of work. What size weights? I was using 8s here. And somebody was bitching about the weight size. By the way, you don't need heavy weights to gain muscle. You don't need heavy weights to gain muscle. Low weights, more reps are just as good. This was my mom's. And for some reason, she has just a 12. So I just kind of, you know, do my thing. I have higher weights, but I'm suffering right now with joint issues from my fibromyalgia. And this side is, my left side is really bothering me because of, this is the side I use for Ed, you know, and, you know, my hip, this, everything. So I mean, I do higher weights. What is that one? This is 30 pounds, I think. 30, I used to be able to, I don't know how many, let me see how many this is. This is probably, no, this is about 20, 25. But I don't lift heavy weights anymore. There's no need for me to lift heavy weights. When I was in CrossFit, you know, that was the goal, is to lift heavy weights. You know, people say, don't swing. You know, everybody has their own style of weightlifting and how they do things and why they do things. And yeah, my form isn't perfect, and I don't need it to be. I'm 52. I'm not going to learn great form for everything. Now you're supposed to be more stagnant when you're moving. I get it, but sometimes I need the extra swing to help me out, and it helps your belly as well. Strong. This is how you get good core. Do you know sit-ups aren't made by doing sit-ups? I mean, stomach muscles. Stomach muscles come from doing weights, not sit-ups. You can do sit-ups till you're blue in the face, and you will never get a six-pack. It's lifting weights that gives you the six-pack. And I learned that when I went to CrossFit. Never had a six-pack before until I did CrossFit, and it wasn't sit-ups that I was doing. It was deadlifts, and it was hang cleans, and it was cleans. I hated movement from the floor. I could never get my, I could never get my form down right good enough to get into a significant floor movement, because when you're doing from the floor, you have to have a good movement, and then you have to be able to catch it, in a great way. And I've never been able to do that. So, and finally, it was a big joke around the gym, because it was like, Danielle, we give up on her, because I could not change my form in certain movements. And that's why I couldn't increase weight in a lot of things, because my form sucked. My daughter had a great form, both of them. Jennifer more than Hannah. Jennifer had an amazing form, and she was a badass, man. She could lift some weight. I think I deadlifted one time 285, and that was like, I thought I was gonna die. I thought my vagina fell out on my body. Because when you're lifting heavy, you're literally pulling from the floor, like from your heels, and you're holding everything tight. And when you're struggling, trying to keep it there, it feels like your insides are coming out. I never did it again. I didn't like that feeling. It scared the shit out of me. I didn't like the way the inside felt, and so I never tried to do any other weight. It scared me, literally scared me. I was like, yeah, no, I'm good. So, and the older I got, the harder it was for me to do things. I did love doing, I learned how to butterfly, pull up, push up, pull up. I loved butterflying. I learned how to butterfly. I loved doing, as much as I hated it during workouts, toes to bar was my favorite. Did I wear a weight belt? Yeah. But, weight belts don't help all that much when you're lifting that weight. I mean, you still have to have, it doesn't protect you from bad form. It helps you, but you can still lose your form as you're coming up. And so, yeah, I love doing, now it's those things that I hated, I miss. I don't miss burpees. I don't miss the rower. But I do miss, I was a badass on the bar. I loved toes to bar. I loved butterflies. I loved pull-ups. I could do strict pull-ups. Not a lot, but I could do them. I miss those things. I need to get a bar in here. I really love if I could get a pull-up bar somehow in here. That was badass. That was fun. That was really fun. But everything else I don't miss. I mean, I do some of the movements. I really can't do a lot because of I have issues, with fibro and stuff. And now to do anything heavy, like heavy deadlifts or anything like that, or I like hang cleans, but I just pretty much do it with the bar. I don't put a lot of weight on it, because right now I can't get hurt, it's hard, because, I can't get hurt. And there's always a chance when you're lifting heavy, you're going to pull something. So I miss lifting weights just for general toning, not bulk. Yeah. It was badass. I mean, my stomach was I was badass. My stomach was like flat. It was just tight. And I just like Andrew would always hear about, Mom, I gotta see your stomach. Like Andrew didn't even have a stomach like that. You could break a bone. Who knows what my calcium's doing. It's not worth getting injured. No. So, oh yes, that's good, Celeste. Probably the first. So, I just do high foops. I am still a badass. I still try to do things that, I still push my limits sometimes. Right now, I just pulled myself showing you what I do. My right lower side is hurting. My elbow is hurting. So my aunt's like, because my aunt's starting to have some issues. And she's like, well, how do you run every day? How do you exercise? I said, Auntie, I'm still going to have the problems no matter what. I'm still going to have the pains no matter what. So might as well just do it with the pain, And you've got to do it. You've got to still work. You've got to move. Because if you don't move, then, it probably does help a little bit. Just order a pull-up bar. You can put it in a door frame. Dog lover, we've had those over the board. No, it rips up bar. It doesn't do what I need to do. I need to get it I need one that goes into my studs. Yeah. Because we've had those before. And yeah, they work. They totally rip off, but one of them started taking away my door frame. Yeah. So I won't do it because I can't like repair them myself. So you pull through. And I was telling my aunt yesterday, I said, the medication, I forgot to call her back, but the medication that I'm on also helps me pull through even more. Today is a bad day. Today is a really bad day. And I'm not drinking alcohol. You know, people like to say, oh, well, your alcohol causes inflammation, right? Yes, it does. It's been 5.5 weeks since I've had a sip of alcohol. Well, I lied. I had one sip of hard kombucha. Um, but it's been 5.5 weeks since I've had alcohol. I've been eating really clean for the last several weeks. Um, and I'm hurting. I'm hurting. I can barely close my hand. I'm hurting. So you saw me peter out on the treadmill today. And that's, that's part of it. I was dead to the world at 4 o'clock yesterday. I couldn't. Um, so my body's telling me something, my body. And I'm trying to get more, I'm trying to get more in tune to it, right? Like, and I've been eating very healthy lately. I've been trying, now that I'm not drinking right now, I'm like, let me play with my diet. And really, I can say for the last probably 5.5 weeks that I've been eating pretty good, really good, like really good. Very healthy, lots of fiber, lots of fruits, lots of veggies. I don't skimp on any of that shit. Protein, high protein. I try to really make sure I get a lot of protein because I may not be getting as many calories because of my busyness and the medication. I mean, there's nights at night that I force myself to eat because, medication at this point, I'm like, I could literally go to bed and not eat. But I'm really trying hard to battle against that because my brain wants me to not eat. And I'm just saying, no, we can't do that. I can't get sick either. So, it's, I'm tired. That shit drains you. Your brain also drains you with all the minutia, especially with fibromyalgia and then dealing with this peri shit. I've been spotting, which means that I'm probably on, some sort of period, I guess, for my body. I stopped yesterday, I had nothing, and then today I have something. So my body's also doing something. So it totally makes sense, right? I'm inflamed. I can't even, this hurts right here. This right here hurts. I can't even close them any further. This is how most people could touch their palms. Can you do this and touch your palms? I can't. They're stuck. This is up. So all my joints. Normally it's just my middle fingers. This is it. I can't touch my palms. My diddling hand. Oh wait, hold on. This is like trying. It's hard. So my body's doing something and it's going through something right now. And I could be maybe in the phase of inflammation, which is, you go through phases of inflammation through fibromyalgia and, you hit your peak and then you start coming down again. So it's never, fibromyalgia keeps you on your toes, but I'm saying that everything, Elvie, like right in here hurts. Gripping, like just even, this hurts. Just even putting my knuckles down, it's like so sensitive. It hurts. These hurt, when these get really tight, this is when I get my nerve zaps. So it's really hard. And so my eating, my drinking still puts me in inflammation. And so I could be heading into a cycle. So when you head into a cycle of inflammation with fibromyalgia, it can also create brain fog. It could create exhaustion. It could create, lots of pain. And pain is exhaustion and all that stuff. So obviously, this is why. Sometimes I talk about it and then I'm like, oh, I'm probably in a flare-up. Yay! I'm in a flare-up. So this has been going on 2 years that I'm starting to listen to my body more and being more in touch with when I'm in a flare-up. What causes it? It's obviously not alcohol and food related because I've been killing it on the food. and still here. So I don't know. Here I am. Hurt. I do need a hug, Andrew. What am I taking for fibromyalgia? I'm taking Lyrica and Cymbalta. Cymbalta stress, probably. Definitely stress induces it and causes it and can lead you into a flare-up. And I've been very stressed. Very stressed. Very stressed. I was very overwhelmed the other day. And I can't get into the semantics of it, but I was very overwhelmed the other day. And it's been, there's a lot. There's a lot going on with me right now. A lot. So yes, it could be doing. Trying to figure out, right, so now I can take alcohol and food off of that. So watch for it. Okay. Thanks, Kim. So I do massage there. I actually do PT, and I do acupuncture. I have an acupuncture appointment next week. So I do those things every couple weeks. I do. And I just got my jaw done. My mandibular, what are they? Who cares? I did all my face and my neck, and so that's feeling a little bit better, even though it takes about 7 to 14 days for it to really fully kick in. But there is a tiny bit of relief, which helps. My jaws, my teeth are very sensitive today, which means that's also my nerves are affected in there because of clenching. So yeah, I'm in a flare up, obviously. Sometimes I have to talk, I talk to you guys and then I have epiphanies of like, yeah, this is probably a flare-up. Because everything hurts. It's not just a couple of the things, it's everything. Yay. Ugh, I can't even karate chop anymore. This is my slow vision. Mommy. I want my mommy. Tap, 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 tap. So anyway, that's my life, and yay me. So this weekend, I don't know what I'm going to do this weekend. I don't know if I'm going to see my babies or not. Maybe Sunday I'll go up and say hi before my week. And definitely will be on every morning. But it'll be like, I'll have to go check and make sure he's okay and, that type of stuff. I'll try to be on the earlier the better because then I know he's not going to be up. Yeah, but I'm not going to guarantee. I'm not going to guarantee that I'll be on at night, but if I have time and we're willing to hang out, maybe I'll get on with you guys Monday and who knows? We'll see. We'll see what happens. I just don't want to make any promises for the evening times because I could just be happy with my nothingness. Don't forget, because I got to go, but don't forget, if you need something to watch this weekend, the 5-Star Weekend is really cute. The 5-Star Weekend, I'm almost done with it. I literally binged it yesterday. 5-Star Weekend. It's Jennifer Garner, Chloe Sevigny, I think that's how you say her last name, Regina Hall, Timothy Olympia, I think that's his last name, Hotness. Timothy and Jennifer Garner had it's on Peacock. They had a show that they did together, Catch and Release, if you remember, Catch and Release. And they had a love interest there. And they just have chemistry. And he's hot. Timothy Olympia, I think. Olympia. I think it's Olympia. Yes, really cute. I started it yesterday, when I was like not moving. So it's on Peacock. And I know I want to finish it. It's so cute. Like I was so like, I didn't want to get up and Dan wasn't taking my hand. I had to physically like tell him. 5-Star Weekend. 5-Star Weekend. And if you have Comcast or Xfinity, when you go onto your guide and click it for like your recorded programs and all that stuff, it'll show it like a peacock. Love you, Foops. Be safe. It's really cute. Also, what else was I going to say? I finished The Glass Castle, slow read by Jeanette Walls. Slow read, but a good book. When I'm running, I need something faster, but I finally finished it. It took me like 4 weeks to finish because it was so slow. Glass Castle, if you don't mind slow books, it's really great. It's very detailed oriented. I could skip less of those and whatever. Nora Ephron, yeah, she's good. I started this book. I'll show you my book. And these are from Rocky because they read these on their book clubs. And so I just take whatever she's read. So this is the next one I'm reading, The Only One Left. And this is more of like a murder mystery thing, which is fine because I haven't done this in a long time. And it's already captivating. So I haven't gotten that far into it. And what else? I was going to tell you something else. Oh, The Real Housewives 20 years started last night. So don't tell me I haven't watched it. 20 years, the OC. Can you believe that? So I'm excited. I'm going to watch that at some point today. Well, probably tonight because I won't have time today. But Vicky's back. Vicky's back. Anyway, okay, I'm off. I got to go do some stuff. Is she on the Reese Wither? No, I don't think they are, T. 20 years, OC. Isn't that crazy? I'm like, I've been watching it for 20 years. That's insane. But then when you think back of all the people, that's crazy. Whoop it up. Yeah, whoop it up, Vicky. Anyway, have a great weekend. Remember, you are important, you are worthy, and you matter. I will be on as far as I know. Yeah, have a great weekend if I don't see you till Monday. Monday it starts. It's my anniversary. So I expect everybody to be on and give me love. Anyway, thank you. Love you. Bye.